So good afternoon and welcome. Thank you for taking the time to join us this afternoon. What we want to do is share a little information with you with respect to the degree programs that are offered here at Niagara College. And specifically, we want to talk about the degree program that is offered here in the School of Hospitality and Tourism Sport. And that is an honors bachelor's degree in business administration with a focus on hospitality operations management. And speaking to you this afternoon, there we go, that's where I want to be. Speaking to you this afternoon will be Dr. Heather Clark, who is one of the program coordinators, as well as myself, Dr. Paul Willey. And our email addresses are identified for you on this slide. So if you have any questions at any point in time, please do not hesitate in reaching out to us. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions, thoughts, ponderments that you might have about our honors degree program in hospitality operations management here at Niagara College. So you might have given this some thought as to why is it that you'd want to do a degree here at Niagara College. And I think the principal driver as to why we have a lot of interest in our degree program here at Niagara College is that it's an excellent place to start with respect to embarking upon a career within the hospitality and tourism industry. Our faculty are absolutely excellent. All of our faculty have international experience as well as domestic experience, and we have very strong current industry connections, and therefore our students have the opportunity to be in touch with our industry contacts if there is a desire to do so. But we've been highly successful with this degree program. It started up in 2003. We produced our first graduating class in 2007. We have about a 99% success rate with respect to our graduates getting positions within our hospitality and tourism industry. So the program has been extremely successful. So you might have been thinking about, okay, well, why should I do a degree? Especially, why should I do a degree with a focus on hospitality operations management? Well, it could be that you have some experience within the industry and you recognize that, wow, if I'm going to be successful within the industry and if I'm going to have a really good management position, I need to do what I need to do in order to secure the competencies and the skill sets so that I will bring extreme satisfaction to my employer. I have met the needs, the wants, the demands, the expectations of my employer, and I have been rewarded in response to that in terms of the compensation package that I receive, but also just in terms of satisfaction with the work that you're doing. Other reasons are identified for you here on this slide. It could be that you're seeking peer recognition. It could just be personal satisfaction that you know that you have obtained the skill sets and the competencies that you require so that you can be really good with respect to the job that you do. We have some of our graduates from the program that also go on and they pursue an MBA degree, and I will be talking a little bit more about that in a few slides time. All right, so why hospitality and tourism? Well, the hospitality and tourism industry is very strong, very robust in our very own backyard, and that is, I'm speaking specifically of the Niagara Falls market. Now, the Niagara Falls hotel market is the fourth largest here in Canada, and we enjoy approximately 13 million visitors that come to the Niagara Falls area each and every year. And as identified on this slide, you can see that the hospitality and tourism industry for the Niagara Falls market or the Niagara region in general is a very significant and robust contributor to not only Ontario's economy, but also to Canada's economy as well. We play a very important role with respect to making contributions to the Ontario gross domestic product as well as the Canadian gross domestic product. Hey, so let me ask you this, you know, if you enjoy being around people, you like to work with other people, you like to hang out with other people, you consider yourself to be a people person, then the hospitality and tourism industry is probably for you. And I want you to give it some thought. give it some thought as to whether or not this is a career that you want to pursue. The industry has become very multi-layered, very complex, and we're always looking for individuals that are deep thinkers, that are game changers, that can come up with new and creative, innovative ways to move the industry forward and to provide improvements, evolutions, and developments within the industry. All right, so as you know, we're going through a pandemic right now as a result of COVID-19. And as a result of that, in this past year, our faculty members have moved course content from an on-campus delivery method to a digital environment. And I believe that our faculty have done an excellent job with respect to making that adaptation, making that adjustment with respect to online delivery. Yeah, so thanks, Cole. What I was saying is that whether or not we're going to be on campus come September, that's going to be completely determined by the guidance and direction that's going to be provided to us from the public health authorities. But what I want to share with you is don't be too concerned, because as I said, I think our faculty have done an excellent job with respect to making the transition from providing the delivery of course content on campus in a physical location to that digital environment. So we'll just wait and see what happens. We're remaining positive, optimistic, hopeful that we'll be back on campus. But if not, I wouldn't be too concerned about it, because as I've said, I think that the faculty members have done an excellent job with respect to responding to this transition to an online environment. Okay, so yes, my point being with that previous slide is we're going to wait and see what happens. We'll continue to monitor the communication pieces that are being provided to us from the public health authorities. And we should be making a decision by early May as to what our game plan will be for September of 2021 as to whether or not we're going to move back to campus. Some courses will be on campus or not. The other point that I want to make here is that what's really important is that come September, when you meet with each of your course professors, you'll have a chance to meet them. They're going to have a chance to meet you. We're going to communicate with one another, and your course professors are going to identify for you what the requirements are and what the expectations are for each of the courses. Now, one of the great things here at Niagara College and also within the School of Hospitality and Tourism and Sport is that we have excellent support resources available for our students, because we want to make sure that our students are successful in their coursework and ultimately that they're going to be able to enjoy program success, that the graduation day is here and that they get to walk across that stage to get their piece of paper put into hands. So we have really excellent support resources here at Niagara College, and in particular within the School of Hospitality, Tourism, and Sport. All right, so next slide. What I want to say here is that we provide our students with a wide variety of extracurricular activities. You're not going to be bored. There's lots to see and do while you're studying here at Niagara College within our degree program. And some of these extracurricular activities are identified for you here on the slide. We have a Niagara College student chapter of Hospitality, Financial, and Technology Professionals. We're the only school in Canada that has that. All the best hotel schools right around the globe have a student chapter in HFTP. Other additional opportunities that we provide our students that are unique to Niagara College, meaning that other schools here in Canada are not providing those opportunities for their students, include the CHIA program, which is certified in hotel industry analytics. We're the only school in Canada that offers that for our students. We also offer the CATA program, Certification in Advanced Hospitality and Tourism Analytics. Once again, we're the only school in all of Canada that does that. We also encourage and support our students to participate in international competitions. Two competitions in particular where we have students from our degree program participate include the Smith Travel Research Market Study Comp, and in particular this slide here where you can see Dr. Clark and myself and some students. We were successful in placing 4th overall out of approximately 40 schools, I believe, from all around the world. We were the only college participating in that competition. And we finished in 4th place, and we kicked butt. We beat out a lot of really good schools. So we're really pleased with that outcome. We participated in it again last year, and unfortunately the competition, because of COVID, got moved to an online format. That was a little bit of a disadvantage for us. We still placed within the top 10 of schools, and we received honorable mention. I hope that come this fall, we're going to be able to compete in person once again, and we're going to give those really good hotel schools located around the world a run for their money. The other competition that we participate in is the University of Houston Conrad Hilton Hotel School Hackathon. And so we look forward to that competition coming up once again next year. But lots of opportunity for our students to be engaged and involved with respect to extracurricular activities. Here at Niagara College, we want our students to be world ready. Be world ready, really important. We want to make sure that our students have international experience and that they have international exposure. Okay, so how do we do that? How is that accomplished? Well, we do that through a variety of different ways, as identified on this slide. It could be that students are participating in a semester exchange program. It could be that they're participating on an international field study trip. They volunteered abroad, they're working abroad, so on and so forth. Now, Niagara College is really good with respect to making sure that our students can enjoy this international adventure, or the potential for an international adventure. And as such, there is financial supports that are available so that our students can participate in our Be World Ready program. Now, I see Maxine is on the line. Maxine, do you want to just jump? Hi, Maxine, wonderful. So Maxine, would you like to speak to it, since you are the master, you are the guru, you are the architect of our Be World Ready here at Niagara College. Would you like to say a few words about Be World Ready? Pretty please.
Sure, Dr. Willie. Of course, what an introduction. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Had nothing short of an absolute privilege at Niagara College of being part of and leading the Be World Ready program over the last decade at the college. It is a spectacular program that is very close to my heart as a graduate of the college who benefited from this particular experience from the degree program that I took at the college. And so, as Dr. Willie just shared with you here, we do have a number of incredible opportunities that exist. Currently, we are on hiatus, and I'm sure you can understand why, and we can't wait to get back out there and take you with us. And when I say take you with us, I mean around the world. We have opportunities with international field studies for this particular program that could take you to Costa Rica. We're working on some opportunities maybe in New Zealand. We have opportunities in Ireland for you as well. There's such a plethora of experiences that you can choose from. There's semester exchanges that fit within your program so that you can take a full term abroad study. You could consider working and doing your co-op there as well. And we have a very unique and incredible experience that we offer to students. And again, it's on hiatus at this moment, but it's specific to this degree program, the Bachelor of Hospitality. And what that is it's the opportunity to go and study at the University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida, and complete your internship component, which again is a part of your studies here with this program at Disney in Florida. It is one of the most remarkable experiences that a student can get from the hospitality industry of what we call a double up. You can get your semester exchange, a full term abroad, as well as your international experience in working abroad with your co-op credits through the University of Florida and Disney partnership that Niagara College has with that institution. So if you are going into hospitality, and Paul can speak to this far better than I can, because Paul is always exploring the world and has done so most recently with our partnerships in Ecuador, and perhaps he could speak to that. But you're going into an industry that is global. And to take your experience global while you're in the classroom is an incredible advantage. And what it is in terms of an advantage is a competitive advantage against your career and with your diploma, and experiences that you can take into an interview that will be remarkable, that will make you stand out. And the Be World Ready program offers you as many of those opportunities as you would like to take during your career at Niagara College. So Paul, thank you again. I don't want to take up too much time. I could go on forever and ever about the program, but I hand it back to you, and thank you again.
That's wonderful, Maxine. Thank you very much for sharing with us. That's great information, very helpful. Thank you. Okay, so as Maxine identified, I just want to echo some of the points that Maxine made because it's so true. Our hospitality and tourism industry is global, it's worldwide. And if you look at the top hotel companies and you look at the top food service companies, they have locations all around the world. Okay, it's not just limited to North America or Europe, they're everywhere. And what we're looking for within the hospitality and tourism industry today is what we call global leaders. And global leaders are those individuals who are experts within the hospitality and tourism industry, but also they have that ability to be portable. They have the ability to be mobile, that if there's a need, we need to put a general manager into one of our hotel properties that's located in Thailand. We have somebody available that can do that. We can parachute that individual in. So this Be World Ready program is such a great fit for our degree program in hospitality operations management. I just can't emphasize that enough. I think it's really, really important that you seize that opportunity. If there's an opportunity for you to study abroad, be involved in a semester exchange or an international field study, whatever it may be, seize that opportunity. Don't let that opportunity slip away, because I think in all likelihood, at some station in your life later down the road, there's going to be a little bit of regret creeping in. Don't let that happen to you. So as Maxine was identifying and speaking to, we do have these wonderful semester exchange programs that are available to you. And there are many benefits that will come as a result of participating in the semester exchange. And these are just some of the benefits that are identified on this slide here. What a wonderful opportunity to be immersed in a different culture. What a wonderful opportunity to test your language skills. Maybe you've been studying French, you've been studying Spanish, you've been studying Mandarin, whatever it may be. Here's a great opportunity for you to test your skills and to see whether or not you have been able to develop a level of competency that you can be engaged in everyday conversation with somebody who is representing the local population. So just wonderful opportunities that are available for you here at Niagara College, and also especially within the School of Hospitality, Tourism, and Sport. Okay, so the other thing I want to mention here is that we have tremendous support from our industry partners, not only here in Canada, but also right around the world. And as I said before, our graduates from this program are in high demand. We have about a 99% success rate with respect to our graduates securing employment out in industry. And we have graduates that are now working all around the world. They're not restricted or contained within the borders of Canada. We have graduates that are working all around the world. So we have great, wonderful support from our industry partners, both here in Canada as well as in other countries around the world. So speaking of graduate success, here's a very, very small sample. Very, very small sample of where some of our graduates are today. So remember, our degree program started in 2003, and we produced our first graduating class in 2007. So obviously the program has been successful because we're still here. We're continuing to do what we started out to do, and we've had tremendous success, wonderful positive feedback from industry. The only problem is we don't produce enough graduates. I think if we produce more graduates, they would easily be absorbed within the job market. But here, let's talk about some of our graduates. Okay, so at the top of the list, we have Andrew Neely, and Andrew just moved into this new position a couple of months ago, and he is now the Director of Development for the Americas for Six Senses Hotels and Resorts. And he is working and living out of Miami, Florida. So his office is located in Miami, and he lives there now. He's been there for a few years, and he's settled down, bought a house in Southern Florida, and is enjoying his time there very much. So who the heck is Six Senses Hotels and Resorts? It's a relatively new, up and coming, very aggressive international hotel company, and predominantly most of their properties are located in Asia. They have a property that is being built now in San Jose, Costa Rica, and Andrew is responsible for that project. Now, prior to working for Six Senses Hotels and Resorts, Andrew was the director of development for the Americas for Four Seasons Hotels and Resorts, and he left that position, and he is now doing the same thing for this up and coming, very aggressive, very ambitious hotel company. We also have Andrew Bowalda, who is the Regional Director of Finance and Analysis for Skyline Investments. Skyline Investments is traded on the Israeli Stock Exchange, and they have more than 20 hotel properties that are located here in Canada, as well as in the United States. We have Raphael. So Raphael is really special, and he has set a new record for our degree program. And that is because Raphael is the only one who has graduated from our degree program who has the gold keys, okay? So he's working as a chief concierge at the Prince of Wales Hotel in Niagara-on-the-Lake, but he has the gold keys. We have a lot of individuals that work in the industry in that capacity or that position as a concierge, but really the only true, authentic, bona fide concierge is someone who has the gold keys. The gold keys are attached to their shirt lapel or their jacket lapel, and it easily identifies them as being the real thing, the real meal deal. And it's very, very prestigious, very difficult to get your gold keys. And they're coming out of France, and there is a very selective process, a lot of criteria that has to be met and satisfied in order to get your gold keys. So it's quite an accomplishment. And really, for Dr. Clark and myself, we're really proud that it's one of our graduates that is now a member of that very special, very unique fraternity. Another graduate of ours is Lisa McLeod, and she is the general manager for a boutique hotel that is located here in the Niagara market, and that is the Sterling Inn and Spa. So as I said, very, very small sample. We don't have a lot of time, but we've got a lot of graduates that have been very successful, extremely successful within our industry. Now, also, here's a bonus, okay? Bonus here is that if you have a desire to go on and to pursue a master's degree, we have articulation agreements in place with a number of different schools. So for example, you can go on. We've had quite a few students now that have gone on to do an MBA at Brock University here in the Niagara region. We also have an articulation agreement in place with Royal Roads University, located in Victoria, BC, Niagara University, right across the river, located in Niagara Falls, New York. So lots of opportunity to go on and do a graduate degree if that's what you want to do. Once again, Dr. Clark and myself and the other faculty members, we will support you, we will help you, we will provide you with as much advice as possible with respect to when you start to get really close to your graduation date, because a lot of students wrestle with that, they vacillate with that. It's a tough decision to make. Should I now go out into industry and work, or should I stay in academic mode and go on and pursue a graduate degree? So Dr. Clark and myself, we'd be more than happy to have that conversation with you when that day comes, when it's time to think about it and talk about it and make a decision. Now, if you need some additional information about the program, I'm happy to say that that information is available for you on the internet. So there's a couple of links that are provided here. I'm sure that if you email Dr. Clark, myself, or Cole for this information, we'd be more than happy to send it your way. But a couple of links that are identified for you here on this slide include additional information about this fantastic honors degree program. And also a link is provided there for you to get the application form if you want to fill that out today and get that looked after. So pretty much that brings us to a conclusion for today's presentation. I want to remind you that the deadline in order to accept an offer of admission is coming up real quick, a month and a little bit away. That is May 1st of this year. And once again, as I identified at the start of this presentation, I'm hoping that you have some questions. Dr. Clark or myself would be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have at this point in time. So once again, thank you very much